Chosen one, this Sunday isn't like any other Sunday. Something sacred is shifting inside you. Something that's been sleeping, waiting for the right frequency to awaken. You may have felt it building quietly in the background, the subtle electricity in your spirit, the strange peace after the storm, the sense that something unseen is aligning perfectly in your favor. That's because it is. The divine has chosen this moment to unlock the gift within you, the one that's been forming through every test, every delay, every heartbreak, and every lesson. This Sunday marks the end of spiritual hiding. For so long, your potential has been wrapped in layers of silence, fear, and preparation. But now, the divine has decided that the world is finally ready for what you carry. Your gift, your calling, your light, your unique energy is about to emerge with clarity, confidence, and supernatural momentum. You're not just entering a new week, you're stepping into a new frequency. Before we move deeper into this revelation, I want you to take a moment and ground your spirit. As you listen to these words, feel the truth in your body. Every vibration of this message is a transmission from the divine, designed to awaken what's been dormant inside you. And if these words find you, it's not by accident. You've been called to this very moment because your spirit is ready for activation. Chosen one, watch this video all the way until the end, because what's being revealed here will resonate deeply with your soul. And as you listen, write your warmest wishes in the comments. Let them flow from your heart into the universe. Add 144 as a seal of light and divine energy, symbolizing balance, manifestation, and alignment. Together, we'll send this vibration across the spiritual grid, awakening and empowering every chosen one listening right now. Chosen one, show your light by liking this video and subscribe to the channel, and let's step into this together. Now breathe deeply and receive this truth. The gift within you isn't something you have to go searching for. It's something that has always been there. The delays, the setbacks, the isolation, they were never meant to destroy you. They were meant to refine you. You were being shaped into someone who could carry what others could not. Because your gift isn't ordinary. It's divine. It's connected directly to your purpose, to your spiritual DNA, to your reason for being here. This Sunday, the divine is removing the veil that kept you from seeing your own magnitude. The heaviness you've felt lately wasn't punishment. It was pressure. The kind that forms diamonds. You've been molded in silence so that when your moment arrived, your light would speak louder than any explanation ever could. The universe doesn't rush perfection, and your story is proof of that. Every moment of delay was divine choreography. Every no you faced was a redirection toward alignment. Every door that closed was protecting your preparation. Because had things happened any earlier, you wouldn't have been ready to hold the power you're now stepping into. But this Sunday, that changes. The lock is turning. The code is matching. The vibration is finally right. The divine is not just unlocking your gift, it's aligning your environment to support it. People, opportunities, and divine connections will start showing up suddenly, effortlessly, almost magically. This isn't coincidence. This is confirmation. The universe is responding to your inner readiness. What's within you has finally matched what's around you. You may feel a surge of creative energy, new ideas, sudden motivation, spiritual downloads that make you feel unstoppable. Don't ignore them. They are instructions from the higher realm, whispered into your awareness to guide your next steps. You'll notice that when you act on these nudges with faith, Doors that once required effort will now open through grace. That's how divine alignment operates. It removes the need for force and replaces it with flow. This Sunday's energy is a key, one that doesn't open physical doors but spiritual ones. It unlocks clarity, confidence, and courage. It restores your belief in yourself, reminding you that you were never behind, never forgotten, never unworthy. The divine was simply crafting you in silence. You are now being positioned to walk in your full power without hesitation or fear. You've always felt there was something different about you, something deeper that others couldn't quite understand. You've been misunderstood, underestimated, and even rejected. But now you'll see that it was all divine design. The people who doubted you weren't meant to destroy your confidence. They were meant to refine your discernment. Because not everyone can see what's sacred. Only those with spiritual sight can recognize divine potential. Now that your inner light is activating, it will start drawing attention, not through effort, but through frequency. You'll attract those who align with your mission and repel those who can't match your vibration. Don't take it personally when people fade away. It's energetic sorting, not rejection. The divine is making room for what's next. This Sunday, something shifts permanently, not because time has changed, but because you have. You've crossed an invisible threshold. You no longer vibrate at the frequency of waiting. You vibrate at the frequency of receiving. You no longer hope for alignment. You embody alignment. You no longer seek validation. You walk in divine authority. Every word you speak from this point carries creative power. Be mindful of your language. Speak abundance, speak healing, speak light. The divine is tuning your voice to match your vibration so that your words now carry manifestation energy. This is the stage of your journey where thought and reality merge quickly. So think consciously, act intentionally, and move gracefully. You may feel the presence of divine energy more intensely than before, in your dreams, through synchronicities, or even in moments of deep stillness. Pay attention. The divine doesn't always speak in volume, it often speaks in vibration. You'll begin to feel subtle confirmations, chills, warmth, déjà vu, signs that your spirit is syncing with higher frequencies. Chosen one, this is not a random moment. It's a sacred awakening. You are remembering who you are, not through thought, but through experience. This Sunday, heaven isn't just opening over you, it's opening within you. And when that happens, everything in your reality must adjust to match it. The gift within you is your key to influence, abundance, healing, and divine impact. It's the energy that shifts atmospheres and transforms situations. You don't have to become chosen. You already are. You just needed to remember. And now, the remembering has begun. The divine is saying, "Step forward, chosen one." The waiting is over. Your gift is ready. Your light is needed. The world has been waiting for your sound. When the divine begins to unlock your gift, chosen one, it doesn't happen with fireworks. It begins quietly. You'll feel an unfamiliar stillness inside you, a sense that something deep within is rearranging itself. It's as if your spirit is calibrating to a new frequency. Suddenly, the things that once drained your energy lose their power, and the people who once misunderstood you begin to fade into the background. You start seeing life differently, not from the lens of fear or scarcity, but from the vibration of divine knowing. You start realizing that everything, even the pain, was purposeful. The awakening of your gift changes your entire perception of reality. What you once saw as obstacles now appear as lessons. What you once called delays now look like divine timing. The fear that once controlled you begins to dissolve because you recognize that the divine was never late. It was aligning everything for your rise. This is the power of awareness. This is the moment your spiritual eyes open. And when that happens, you become magnetic. People may not understand why they're drawn to you, but they'll feel it. The peace in your energy, the calm in your presence, the certainty in your words. You've become a transmitter of light. Every step you take radiates authority. You're no longer trying to fit in or prove your worth. You simply exist as proof that divine order is real. You are living evidence that alignment outshines effort. It's important to understand that when your gift activates, it also refines you. The divine begins filtering your environment. Some people will drift away, not because you did anything wrong, but because your frequency no longer matches theirs. Don't chase what's leaving. Bless it and release it. The next level of your life can't begin if you're holding on to things that were only meant for your preparation phase. Detachment is not loss. It's proof of readiness. The divine doesn't just give gifts, it gives assignments. Your awakening isn't for ego, it's for expansion. The energy flowing through you now carries purpose. The words you speak will begin to shift rooms, heal hearts, and awaken others. This is why your sensitivity increased before your elevation, so you could sense energy clearly, discern truth quickly, and walk in wisdom gracefully. But before the manifestation of your gift fully expresses in the physical, the divine always asks for alignment. This means removing distractions, releasing bitterness, and walking with intentional peace. The universe moves fast when you're light, but it moves slow when you're heavy. Let go of unnecessary weight. Every emotion you release creates more space for divine flow. This is where your manifestation power multiplies. When you operate in alignment, your words carry vibration. Your thoughts send signals. Your actions attract mirrors. You no longer chase blessings. Blessings locate you. The divine has always been waiting for your readiness, not your request. And now that your vibration matches your vision, everything starts to flow in divine rhythm. Chosen one, this is also the moment to protect your focus. When divine energy amplifies within you, it magnifies everything, both light and shadow. People who haven't yet awakened may try to pull you back into old cycles, but remember, your new energy doesn't need to prove anything. It doesn't argue, it doesn't react, it doesn't defend. It simply radiates. Because light never competes with darkness, it transforms it. You'll begin to notice how easily synchronicities appear now. Repeating numbers, divine symbols, intuitive nudges. These are confirmations that your alignment is locked in. You are not imagining these signs. They are energetic echoes from the higher realm letting you know, keep going. You're in divine motion. The divine isn't unlocking your gift so you can impress others. It's unlocking it so you can influence energy. You were chosen not because you were perfect, but because you were willing. You kept going when most gave up. You believed when there was no visible reason to, and that faith became your frequency. It sent a signal to heaven, saying, I'm ready. And heaven responded. This Sunday is the reply. The invisible world has heard your persistence and decided that the waiting season is complete. The activation has begun. The gift within you is coming online, and soon your outer reality will start reflecting the power of your inner transformation. You'll notice opportunities unfolding that feel tailor-made, conversations that change your path, meetings that feel divinely arranged, timing that's too perfect to be coincidence. These are not random blessings. They are spiritual confirmations. You are entering a new era of clarity. The confusion that once clouded your judgment will fade. The noise that once distracted you will lose its grip. You'll start hearing your intuition more clearly, not as a whisper, but as a voice that feels like truth itself. Every choice will begin to feel guided, every move aligned, every step sacred. And that's how divine activation works. Not with chaos, but with calm. Not through struggle, but through surrender. You'll realize that you were never supposed to force the plan. You were only meant to flow with it. The divine has always known what it was doing. You were never behind. You were being prepared for the very moment you're standing in now. As this energy builds, you'll begin to feel expansion in unexpected ways, not just financially, but spiritually and emotionally. You'll experience joy without reason, peace without control, and gratitude without attachment. That's the frequency of divine flow. It's the vibration of trust. So when this Sunday arrives, don't rush through it. Be still. Pay attention to how your spirit feels. Something invisible will click into place. You'll sense it. A lightness, a quiet knowing, an inner confirmation that says, it's time. Because it is. The divine has been waiting for your readiness. And now, chosen one, you are ready. Your gift is unlocking, not partially, not someday, but now. Chosen one, as the divine continues unlocking the gift within you, your physical reality will begin to reflect your inner transformation. You'll start to notice patterns shifting, relationships evolving, opportunities presenting themselves, and energy flowing where there was once stagnation. The divine doesn't unlock your gift just for you to feel powerful. It unlocks it so your external world can align with your internal truth. It begins subtly. You'll see signs, repeating numbers, sudden bursts of inspiration, messages that speak directly to your current emotions. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. Every sign is the divine whispering, "You're in sync with your destiny now." When this energy unfolds, everything you touch starts to respond differently. People begin to treat you with a new level of respect, not because you've changed outwardly, but because your energy has shifted inwardly. The divine gift within you acts like a frequency beacon. It sends signals into the universe, calling forth everything that matches your vibration. That's why you may suddenly notice people entering your life who mirror your new level. Souls who are also walking in purpose, who speak your spiritual language, who carry peace instead of confusion. They are part of your next chapter. The divine orchestrates these encounters precisely, not a second early, not a moment late. And at the same time, you'll notice certain things falling away. People who once felt essential may start to drift. Paths that once seemed promising may now feel empty. Don't cling. Release. The divine removes what's expired to make space for what's evolved. This isn't loss. It's divine rearrangement. The universe is decluttering your life to make room for your next level. As this transformation unfolds, there will also be moments of deep emotion, sudden tears, unexpected waves of gratitude, an overwhelming sense of connection to something bigger than yourself. These are the symptoms of awakening. Your soul is remembering what it came here to do. It's not weakness, it's realignment. You're tuning into your original frequency, the one you carried before fear, doubt, and disappointment tried to rewrite your story. This Sunday, you will begin to feel a tangible sense of permission. It's as if the divine finally says, "Now go. You've waited long enough. You've prayed, prepared, and purified your intentions. You've proven that your motives are rooted not in ego, but in purpose." This is why the timing feels divine, because it is. You're not being elevated for applause. You're being elevated for assignment. There's a sacred truth about this kind of spiritual activation. The more you align with your purpose, the more life begins to cooperate with you. Doors that were once locked will open effortlessly. Situations that once drained your spirit will start resolving on their own. Conversations will lead to divine connections. The resources you need will flow to you, not because you're chasing them, but because you're vibrating on the same frequency as abundance. You are becoming the evidence that manifestation is not just a theory, it's a state of being. Your energy now speaks louder than your words. People will feel your vibration before you even speak. You will enter a room and shift the atmosphere without trying. That's the power of an awakened, chosen one. Your energy becomes your introduction. And this new power doesn't come with pride, it comes with peace. You'll notice that your need to prove anything disappears. You won't feel the urge to defend your worth or explain your vision. Those who are meant to understand will simply feel it. The divine has removed the burden of persuasion from you because your frequency now does the speaking. You're walking proof of alignment. Still, understand this. The unlocking of your gift also comes with responsibility. You're being trusted with influence, not control. The divine is expanding your territory, but it expects you to walk in humility, grace, and wisdom. This is not about being seen, it's about being sent. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs more light. And that's exactly what you are becoming. A living transmission of divine intelligence in human form. In the coming days, chosen one, your dreams may become more vivid. You may start receiving clear messages while you sleep, visions that feel too specific to ignore. Write them down. They're blueprints from the divine, instructions for your next steps. The divine doesn't just bless you, it guides you. And dreams are one of its most powerful languages. You'll also begin to notice that your intuition sharpens dramatically. Where once you felt uncertain, you'll now feel knowing. You won't overthink decisions. You'll simply sense which direction holds peace. And that will be your answer. This is how divine flow operates. It replaces confusion with clarity, force with faith, and fear with freedom. Your internal state is your new compass. You no longer need validation from the outside world to confirm what the divine has already whispered within you. If peace surrounds a decision, that's your sign. If something feels heavy or forced, it's not your path. Your emotions are not random. They're your spiritual navigation system. As you continue in this energy, understand that abundance is not something you chase, it's something you allow. You are a vessel, chosen to receive divine flow, not because you asked for it, but because you prepared for it. Your consistency, your humility, your ability to keep showing up even when it made no sense. That was your activation key. And now, the universe is responding in kind. The next phase of your journey will be marked by what I call divine confirmation moments. Those breathtaking alignments that make you pause and smile, realizing that something greater is orchestrating your life. You'll see it in the timing, in the people you meet, in the words you overhear, in the doors that swing open just when you thought it was too late. The universe will speak in detail, because it wants you to know this is real. Don't rush the process. Every revelation has its rhythm. The divine isn't trying to overwhelm you, it's guiding you step by step. You're not just walking into a new season, you're walking into a new dimension of awareness. One where everything begins to respond to who you've become, not who you were. This Sunday is the energetic turning point, the moment where heaven and earth meet inside your awareness. It's the day when purpose overtakes pressure, when clarity replaces confusion, when divine flow becomes your normal state of being. You're not waiting for miracles anymore. You've become a magnet for them. You are no longer preparing for your breakthrough. Chosen one, you are the breakthrough. Chosen one, now that your gift has been unlocked, the next step is not to rush. It's to stabilize. Spiritual power without grounding can scatter, but power rooted in peace creates worlds. This is where the divine shifts your focus from awakening to embodiment, from realizing the gift to living the gift. You will notice something interesting begin to happen now. The world won't change overnight, but your perception of it will. What once felt chaotic will begin to appear organized. What once felt confusing will start to make sense, and what once drained you will now simply pass through you. You'll start responding differently, not out of reaction, but from awareness. That's when you know the transformation is real. The divine isn't asking you to do more, it's teaching you how to be more. The more you rest in your energy, the more powerful your vibration becomes. You don't manifest through exhaustion. You manifest through alignment. Every miracle that's coming toward you will find its way more easily when your spirit is calm. That's why the divine often brings stillness right after an awakening. You may feel like things have slowed down, but that's intentional. It's integration. The universe is giving your body, your mind, and your spirit time to sync with your new frequency. This stillness isn't emptiness, it's preparation for expansion. In this phase, your energy field becomes magnetic. The right people will feel drawn to you. The right situations will start unfolding around you. You won't need to chase anymore. What's meant for you will begin to orbit closer and closer, pulled in by the gravity of your vibration. That's the miracle of divine magnetism. But as your light expands, so does your sensitivity. You'll begin to sense energy everywhere, in words, in rooms, in silence. Don't be alarmed. This isn't something to fear, it's something to master. The divine gave you heightened awareness so you can navigate with precision. Now, instead of asking for signs, you are the sign. Your frequency becomes guidance. This is where discernment becomes your most valuable tool. Not every opportunity will align with your purpose, even if it looks good on the surface. The divine doesn't want you to accept everything that comes your way. It wants you to recognize what truly belongs to you. Remember, the same way abundance flows, distractions do too. Stay tuned to the energy, not the appearance. People will begin to notice something different about you. They'll say your presence feels peaceful. Your words sound healing. Your energy seems lighter. That's because your frequency has risen beyond anxiety, beyond fear, beyond scarcity. You are now operating at the level of spiritual abundance, and abundance has a sound, a rhythm, a glow. You won't need to announce it. It will announce itself through your aura. The divine will also test your awareness through small moments. You may encounter familiar situations, the same energy, different faces. That's not regression. It's confirmation that you've grown. The lesson is appearing again, not to break you, but to prove that you've mastered it. When you respond with calm instead of chaos, you send a signal to the universe. I've evolved. And the universe listens. Chosen one, don't underestimate how much power resides in your peace. When you stop reacting, you reclaim your energy. When you stop explaining, you preserve your focus. When you stop forcing, you make space for divine flow. Your silence, your calm, your clarity, they are your new weapons. You don't need to fight battles anymore. Your vibration fights them for you. This is the stage where you begin walking with quiet authority. You no longer need to chase validation, approval, or confirmation. You've learned to validate yourself through alignment. You've realized that not everyone can understand your calling, and that's okay. What's divine about your purpose is that it doesn't require mass understanding. It only requires obedience. Every chosen one eventually learns this truth. When your energy elevates, not everyone can follow. Some will misunderstand your peace as pride, your detachment as distance, your confidence as arrogance. But don't defend yourself. Your growth doesn't need a debate. The divine didn't promote you for popularity, it elevated you for purpose. This Sunday's unlocking wasn't just about receiving your gift, it was about revealing your power. You've reached a level of consciousness where you no longer chase outcomes. You create them through alignment. You've learned that manifestation isn't about wishing harder, but about believing deeper. The divine doesn't move because you panic. It moves because you trust. So, protect that trust. Guard it like treasure. Feed it daily with gratitude, silence, and truth. When your mind tries to slip into old patterns, worry, fear, doubt, gently return to presence. Breathe. Remind yourself, I am in divine flow. Everything is aligning for me, not against me. That single awareness will realign your vibration instantly. In this new phase, your time and energy are sacred currencies. Not everyone deserves access to your presence. The divine didn't elevate you so you could pour into everyone. It elevated you so you could pour into what matters. Be selective with your focus. The right people will recognize your worth without demanding proof. The wrong ones will fade when they realize your energy is no longer accessible. Both are blessings. And the beauty of this stage is that you won't need to over-explain your peace. You'll simply live it. You'll walk through challenges with grace, knowing the divine is already handling the unseen. You'll make decisions from intuition, not insecurity. You'll trust pauses as much as progress. You'll finally understand that alignment is not about doing. It's about being. Chosen one, this is what divine maturity feels like. It's not loud. It's not dramatic. It's quiet, certain, unshakable. It's walking into every situation knowing that no matter what happens, you are guided, protected, and prepared. It's living from the awareness that the divine doesn't just live above you, it moves through you. And this realization changes everything. You no longer feel separate from miracles because you've become one. You no longer wait for signs because you embody them. You no longer chase blessings because you are the vibration that calls them in naturally. This is what it means to live as the awakened, chosen one. To walk with calm authority in a world that once intimidated you. Every challenge from this point forward will not come to harm you. It will come to refine your light even more. The divine didn't unlock your gift so you could hide it. It unlocked it so you could shine it. Every time you step into your light, you remind the universe that purpose is stronger than fear. And now, as this Sunday energy continues to unfold, understand, you are not the same as you were before this moment. You've been recalibrated, rewritten, reborn in vibration. You don't need to look for evidence. You are the evidence. The unlocking wasn't just of your gift. It was of truth itself. You've remembered who you are. Divine energy in motion, chosen to bring light where others saw only shadow. Now, go shine with purpose. The world is already listening.